hotel setup. This is really professional. So, like many other people, I really like to relate to characters. And a way of relating to characters is by headcanoning them as being the same sexuality. So, I headcanon a lot of people as being asexual. I have a lot of aromantic headcanons as well, so I thought I would go over some of my Ace and Aro headcanons for fictional characters. Remember, this is just headcanoning, and like, if we have different headcanons, that's alright. Supernatural. So, Castiel is absolutely asexual. And look, it's not as if I don't ship Destiel. It's also not as if I haven't read a lot of Destiel smut. I'm not going to deny that. But here's the thing. Some asexuals are sex repulsed, some are sex neutral, some are sex positive. I still believe that if Cass and Dean ever got together, they'd probably have sex. But I think from Cass's point of view, it would be mostly to make Dean happy. And I know a lot of people see that as being sort of non-consensual. It's really not. A lot of asexual people have sex with their partners to make them happy and to feel closer with them. They don't necessarily need it, but it is intimacy. So yeah, I definitely think Cass is asexual. Then also Sam, I think, might be demisexual. I've heard a few people talk about this before, because unlike Dean, who gets in so many one-night stands, we mostly just see Sam being into people after he gets to know them and form a connection with them. It just kinda seems like he might be demisexual. Voltron is a thing I talk about a lot. And Voltron has Pidge. Pidge, who is in a relationship with technology, basically. And I can only see Pidge as being Aro Ace. Sherlock. Oh my god, don't kill me. I know the John Locke fans are gonna come for me, but I firmly believe that Sherlock is Aro Ace. You can still have a different headcanon than me. This is just my personal headcanon. I definitely think that John and Sherlock has a bond that is more than friendship. 100%. But that does not necessarily mean that there's any romantic or sexual feelings there. If John Locke ever becomes canon, trust me, I am not going to be mad or anything. I'm probably going to be clapping with you, because that would still be cool. But yeah, it just my headcanon. Harry Potter. I have a few headcanons here. Firstly, Luna Lovegood is Aro Ace. I've mentioned this before, but I think Harry is demi-romantic, because romantic feelings kinda hit him after he's formed a closer bond, like for example with Ginny. And then there's Cho, but Cho, it never really seemed as if he had romantic feelings for Cho. It was more like, oh, she's pretty, and she's like nice, so I'm gonna go on a date with her. And then he was just like, nah, yeah, I'm good. Charlie Weasley is asexual. I'm definitely not the first one to say that. He's the only Weasley child to not end up with anybody at the end of the series. And he works with dragons, which is basically just like, that's the metaphor we use. Like that and then cake. Then Newt Scamander, also 100% Aro Ace. Hunger Games, Katniss, Aro Ace. Again, I don't have that much proof, it's just like reading the books, I just got that feel. Heroes of Olympus, aka Rick Riordan's book series. Leo Valdez is Aro Ace, okay? Nothing Rick Riordan says and puts him with Calypso, it cannot make me think anything else, okay? I feel like all of Leo's flirting is just overcompensating for not actually having those feelings. Reina is asexual and biromantic, and again, I really don't have that much proof of this. I think it's just because I really like Reina, so I gave her the same sexuality as me in my head. Yeah. Jason is demisexual when it comes to guys and allosexual when it comes to girls. Shadowhunters. Technically, Raphael is confirmed asexual by the bitch Cassandra Clare, but I don't take her word for anything, and I don't see this as representation because she just mentioned it in a tweet. That's not good representation, okay? So I don't take it as canon. I wish it was canon, but I don't really take it as canon. But yeah, I think Raphael is asexual and then demi-homoromantic. Mates, I really ship Raphael. Not gonna deny that. Yuri on Ice. Please don't get mad at me, because like I've seen so many people argue and get mad over this. Yuri I just think he's asexual. And I am not saying that Victory isn't canon, because that's not how it works. A lot of asexual people has this headcanon because they relate to this thing where he has to dance to Eros and then he thinks about pork cutlet. I just relate to Yuri, so I think he's asexual. Then lastly, I have 3 Disney ones. I think that Elsa is asexual and homoromantic. I think that Merida is Aro Ace. And I don't know if I should put this with Disney, but I think that Rey from Star Wars is also Aro Ace, which, you know, still crossing my fingers for that. She's badass and she's good on her own. She has her friends and that's all she needs. Yeah. So yeah, those were my headcanons. If you have any Aro Ace headcanons, please write them down below. And also if you have any real representation, because I know so little, because there is so little. We have Jughead, who then is not Aro Ace in the show, just in the comics. So write them down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ace and out.